Howdy peeps and peoples, I hope everybody's having a wonderful day, because I know I am. What I wanted to do was come on here and show everybody, if I'm going to put pudding up on Brutus, I'm going to have to figure out how to put it up on there in such a way where it's going to help me out, be not a problem, and be pretty durable. And I think I come up with a solution. Let me know what you all think after you watch the video or whatever, or enlighten on me on the way through the video as you come up with ideas. I don't care. Just let me know what you think. But here we go. Here's what I come up with. I hope you all like it. Alright, so here's what's going on. We've been working on this logging job and been cutting with Brutus. And don't lay real good, so... And the trees are big, and I can't get squeezed around them and do a lot of Brutusing, so I need to do some up by hand. Well, problem is, and there's a lot of cases, I've been telling everybody, you know, I'll do it off Brutus, but no, I need to be doing some up by hand, and I'm not doing some up by hand. I'll tell you why. Because it's not easy. No, not because running a chainsaw ain't easy. It ain't easy, that's true, but it's because it ain't easy to pack my saw, to get my stuff ready, to pack my saw, to have it ready to go, to be able to step out of Brutus, fire my saw, sock it in a tree. I always gotta wait on Roger, or I ain't got my gas right, or I ain't got this or I ain't got that. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna set it up to where I got a spot on Brutus for my chainsaw, which we had the saw haul, but it didn't work, and I'll go into why. And I need to set up a spot for my gas and oil and an axe, just in case I need it. I already got wedges, I already got saw wrench, I already got files and all that good mess. I got that in my toolbox, but I need something I can grab quick. I cut this. The reason saw haul don't work is because saw haul's made out of light duty stuff, and it's more for light duty type of people. Well, anybody that's watched Logger Wade very long probably knows by now that I'm not a light duty person. I'm not a sharp person. I can't have nice things. We all know this. So the saw haul worked great for about 2 weeks, and I destroyed it. Once I hit it with my head. Once I got mad because I couldn't get my saw out, and I yanked it real hard, and I broke the plastic apart. And I pretty much finished it up when I hit it with the head on the front of Brutus. So now, those of you that's gonna smart off to me about that wants to play along, yes, I would have hit my chainsaw if it was on there. But with my chainsaw on there, I'm watching closer. Without my chainsaw, I'm being cocky. But I don't know if I'm trying to tell you that. I'm trying to tell myself that. I don't know. Here's something I can weld on Brutus. And this here can be welded on Brutus. It can be welded on the front of the cab at an angle. But my chain obviously can't touch none of this because I'll dull it. So I have to have something my chain can go on, can slide on when I slide my bar in. So I made this. See that? Now, do you know how many boards I ruined trying to make this? I ruined 2 boards, 2 poplar boards trying to make this. Trying to bore this out with pudding. I'll tell you one thing, if you're going to make it out of a 4/4 board, which is what I did, because I wanted to have something, if something screws up and I bust this or this wears out, I can pull the board up out of there. Well, it worked better in theory. And I can slide my new board in, see? And then replace it, and I got a new one. If that goes bad, pull the board out, cut me a new one, slide it in a hole, you know? So, that's why I went with this concept. I'm gonna soak it up with oil. After I put it on Brutus, I want an oil mess before I put it on Brutus. And I may be a little on the ends, I may be a little transition, you know, just nothing special, but just things that make things go quicker. And and easier when you're actually applying it. Now, for my gas and oil. Here's what I think I'm gonna do on my gas and oil. I'm gonna use these throw jugs, which what I used to use. I used to take a gas jug, one of these fill up with gas, the other one fill up with oil, or just whatever oil's left over. Tie a rope to them, and then when I'm cutting timber, I just grab it and I chuck it and I throw them. So if I'm working my way up a hillside or something, I can throw them up the hill to the next stump or down the hill. And these things, you can throw them across the ground. Usually if you give them a toss to where they can roll instead of beat hard. See what I mean? So you can be cutting and you can throw the jugs where you want them at. Throw jugs, that's why I always call them throw jugs. And what's cute is here's how the throw jugs end up. That's the first throw. But after they start getting emptier and they get lighter, the throws take less abuse on them. So that's what I'm gonna do, something like that. I'll put these down. That's my plate. Now the plate's gonna be kind of temporary. I'm not gonna weld it down. I don't think. I don't know that, but I don't think that. Now, I'm gonna make sides on it. Because when I'm running Brutus, I end up in all kinds of wallycock positions. So I wanna make sure and have sides on them. So when I drop my throw jugs in them, there's sides on there and they're held solid. First, I'm gonna take a cutting wheel and I'm gonna cut the excess off. I'm gonna score me a relief cut, but I'm not gonna cut it all. Then I can stick in the vise and I can fold up my sides, and I got my sides where I need them. At that point, I'm gonna take rebar. I'm gonna take this 1/2 inch rebar and I'm gonna cut it up and make my back and my front width. And then I'm gonna weld it all together, and it's gonna be a strong little tray. And if I leave a little extra length, I could drop the axe in here beside it. Those of you that's watched Logger Wade very long knows about the story of my axe. My axe is very special to me. It's the axe that is on my sign. The reason for that axe being on my sign is that axe has been with me since I started cutting timber. I've broke that axe I don't know how many times. The head on it started out a lot bigger than what it is now, and I've ground it down over the years, resharpening it. The reason it used to be sharp is because I like to cut by myself, and I used to end up, when I was a rookie and I was spastic, I used to end up having to chop myself out of danger from time to time, or when my saw stuck. But that axe is going to stay in this truck. I don't have it in this truck right now, or I'd show you. That axe is going to stay in this truck once I get all this done. And I'm going to take an East Wing, one of them good East Wing, not the camping axe, but the hatchet, the East Wing hatchet. I really like them. Them's really made good. They're not paying me to tell you all this or nothing like that. And they're not giving me hatchets or axes or nothing. I'm buying all of them outright. I'm just telling you, I really like the East Wing axe. The steel chassis. If you're a spaz like me, you're going to donk them up a little bit. But they're a really good axe, and I'm gonna keep that East Wing, and I'm gonna slide it between the jugs like this, between my throw jugs, and then my throw jugs will hold the East Wing in, and then I got my throw jugs and my hatchet, and I already got wedges and stuff in Brutus. Now if I ever wanted to build on this tray, I could always build a side panel on the tray and drop all my parts in, but for now I'm not going to, because I think it's going to be unnecessary. one thing I'd like to say, to share with people, now this is not much of a welding project, but what I want to share with people, and this is a mistake that I always made when I first started welding, those of you out there that's really just getting started, do all your fitting and do all your tacking before you start doing any finish welding. So take your time, get all your fitting done, make sure everything's fine, and then go around your fixture, whatever you're welding, go around your fixture and tap, 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 and strengthen up your fixture as a whole. Don't go in one corner of whatever fixture you're welding and just start burning, going to town, welding like crazy, because you'll warp that thing up. A son of a buck will look like a daggone banana when you get done. So start here, tack there, weld here, get a long stitch here, go lengthen this weld out, strengthen that weld up, double stack this, double stack that. You see what I mean? That sort of line of thought. So with that thought in mind, oh, this is a little beer tin can piece of junk right here that we're working on. We're going to tack it together. We're going to tack on our side pieces, and then we're going to tack the long slits there. We're going to tack a little short tack on each one of them, and then we're going to weld the crap out of the rebar, and then flip it over and weld the crap out of the backside. So that way you're not doing it all, because you'll end up with distortion like a son of a buck. Trust me, I've done it 1,000 times. I've ended up done with projects I thought turned out great, turned out to look like a banana. Go in there with a torch and have to heat everything back up and make my project straight again. Of course, once you heat it all up with a torch and then you screw up your mill scale and you screw up everything, you know, it just turns into a piece of crap. Okay, so here we go. Here's the finished product. See how it works? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Hang on, let me put I've got a mess going here. Let me get my hammer and give it a test run. All right, let's see if a hammer fits in there. There it is. Throw it up in Brutus, which the east wing hatchet would be a little thinner, so it'll work good. Like it. Now, if you're trying to do it for your science project, you probably want to clean the corners up, or even if you're just a self-respected employee and you with me, I've climbed as far up the corporate ladder as I feel like climbing, so I'm going to leave it like it is because I really don't care. It's useful the way it is.
your hand on the back side of a hose to grab it to move it out of the way and something just scare you.
You heard the green frog, that's a grease frog.
I thought I grabbed a daggone dog turd. That thing started moving underneath my hand. I'm like, what the hell?
It's a grease frog.
You shouldn't squeak for a while.
And we got whale spatter on the lens. Alright, Roger, let me pick this up a second. Clear? If y'all want to know what we're backing the skidder up there for, you'll have to check it out in the next video. Well, I don't know if it's going to be the next video, but it's going to be a video, one of the videos coming up. Thanks everybody for watching. I hope this helps in some way. Maybe if you're using it, doing this sort of mentality, let it come in handy for you maybe or something, or give me some feedback. If anybody uses any of this, get back with me. Let me know how it works out and everything. The concept behind, in our type of logging, the concept behind having your chainsaw and stuff ready to do some kind of handwork along with your mechanical cutting, I think this is a few years of experience speaking, but I'm thinking it's a pretty big deal. If you're going to cut money wood, you're going to have to protect that money wood. You're going to have to do the right things to make money wood happen without pulling fibers. I feel real good about it. By the time I'm editing this video, I've done put this into use by 2 or 3 weeks, and it's working out pretty daggone good. So, anyways, don't forget to, if you like what you're seeing, subscribe and all that bull mess and yada yada, and hit that bell. Hit that daggone bell. Ring my bell, man. Ring my bell. And leave me likes and comments and everything. I'd like to hear from you. Everybody have a good one, and everybody work safe.